have you ever had a dream that you had you?
Hey! What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Hey! What up, John? What up, John? John, you here? Hello, hello.
Hello.
Welcome,
Hello.
everybody.
Hello.
Welcome, everybody, to another exciting episode of the Playin' Pod with Alex and John.
With Alex and John, that's me. I'm John, you're Alex.
That is correct. Now, we've been gone for 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 very, 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 very long weeks due to the coronavirus. Yeah, John got it, and he's not allowed at the house anymore.
No. You were spreading all types of falsifications.
What?
No.
What do you mean? You got it. You got it.
I don't. Hey, hold on. I'm healthy. Okay.
Huh?
I'm healthy. I eat my gummies.
Oh, you ate your Flintstones vitamins? You all good?
I eat my. I'm gummies. I'm gummies. I eat my shit.
He's gone. We lost him.
Yeah, never mind. I got it. Fuck it.
Yeah. No, we've been gone. Ooh, my peaches grew. I'm sorry. Okay, before we go into everything,
Boy.
shout out to our Spotify listeners. I know y'all been missing us. Our Spotify missiners, if you would. Because they missed us. Do you get it, John?
Can I just be good? Can I go?
Where would you go?
Not away from you. I don't want to be here.
But we have to podcast.
Continue, please.
Oh, yeah. So shout out to our Spotify listenership, our listeners, if you will. Shout out to our YouTube viewers. Now, there's a small difference for this episode here. If you are on Spotify, the difference for you is our voices sound a little bit different, and you might hear the game audio in the background. Now, reason for that is because we are at our own places. We're not in the same place like we normally film this podcast. We're doing this over Discord and other shit. So there's that. On YouTube, the difference is you won't see us. No face cam on this one. We haven't set up that yet.
Well, even you would also just hear the fact that we're in 2 different rooms.
Yeah.
But also no face cam because we're not in the same room.
Right. So there's that. Now we will continue to try to make this method work while the stay-at-home thing is in effect. I sound really ignorant. While the stay-at-home order is in effect.
The stay-o-ass house bill.
Is in effect, so we'll try to work on this, upgrading the quality and such, add a face cam, all that good stuff, until we are free to go.
Free to go.
I have Munchausen syndrome. What's the
You
one
have
where
what the
what's
hell?
the one where you're stuck at home and you're like clawing your eyeballs out?
I don't know. There's a thing
fever?
called.
Is that what it is?
I think that's what that is.
Yeah, that. I have that.
I have fever at the cabin. I don't know what you're talking about. I love it. I'm having a great time.
No, I'm joking. The quarantine has been the best thing to ever happen to me since the birth of my first child.
Huh? You don't have a child.
I don't.
I've never seen it.
I don't. I had a child.
Oh no! This gets worse. Please stop it.
All right, I'm gonna walk myself back. Actually, right on that topic of the quarantine and all that good stuff. John, you're aware of this, but you haven't met her yet.
Your child?
Kinda. She acts like a fucking child. My cat.
Oh, yeah.
I got a cat. Everybody. That's cool, right? Everybody clap for me. Yay.
Yeah, you got a cat.
So the city of Chicago put everybody into quarantine. They said don't go out. So the first thing I did was go out and get a cat.
You literally did that like before, during, and after. Like I've warned you in every aspect to not do this, and you did it anyway.
Hey man, look. The heart wants what the heart wants. Is
The
what
heart
I'm gonna
wants.
say.
You're allergic to cats.
Hey, don't be snitching. What you doing putting my business out there like that?
You're allergic to cats.
Hey, look, man, if I want to adopt a cat, right, because we adopted, if I want to do that and be miserable at home because I can't breathe at all times, that's my business.
If I want to suffocate in the privacy of my own house, goddamn it, I'm gonna do it. Like,
Right.
leave me alone.
Right, you know, let it happen. Let me live.
Mind your business.
Let me live. Let me live. No, yeah, but we
How
got a
is
cat. Go ahead.
How is your cat?
She's awesome, man. All allergic stuff aside, she's awesome. We adopted her. She's 3, so she already knows how to shit. In the litter box, it was the sentence I was gonna say.
I was like, I mean, everybody really knows how to shit. To be honest, that's just like a natural thing that everybody knows how to do.
Yeah. So she like, I'm surprised because we've never had a cat before. You know, us two growing up, we had dogs for the most part.
Yeah, we've been a dog family.
So you know, when you
This
get
traitor.
a cat, nah, dude, when you get a cat and they come, you know, a pre-owned cat, and they come trained already, dude. She got in the litter box and she already knew the business. I didn't have to do anything.
She just shit.
Yeah, she used the bathroom and then she covered it up so it doesn't smell because she's a lady.
Cause she's a lady.
Yeah, like you see
She's
her literally
ladylike.
take her paws and just kind of cover it so the smell doesn't get out because she
Just
doesn't
kind of
want-
like slide it over, like.
Yeah, she just throws the litter over it because she doesn't want to know what a monstrosity she just did. Well, doesn't want everybody else to know.
She's like, oh dear, oh god, oh god.
She's like, my word.
Fuck. Good lord,
Good
this
Lord.
is me.
You're right. This came out of me. No,
Oh.
no one must see this.
This. I am embarrassed. No one shall see this.
But yeah, man, she's awesome. She's awesome. The only complaint is apparently cats are nocturnal, and
Yes.
so in the nocturne times, she's very urnal. She's just out and about and meowing and shit all day.
You
All
say
night,
the
rather.
nocturne time?
Yeah, man, in the night. She's a lady of the night. I got a whore. A whore cat.
Jesus Christ. She's a lady of the night. This slut ass cat.
Right, slut ass cat. But
Slut ass cat you got.
I mean, that's how my quarantine's been. John, how about you? How's yours? How's yours?
I've literally just been playing video games all day. Occasionally I'll edit, but I beat Doom in the first weekend, and then I beat it 2 more times to get the achievements,
True.
and then at my off time, Animal Crossing. This has been my quarantine, so I cannot complain.
Yeah.
It's been pretty good.
You know what? The way we speak about the quarantine, it's all nice and dandy, but it's important. You know, like that everybody stays home. So I just public service announcement: stay the
Oh,
fuck home. That's it.
Yeah, stay your ass.
Stay your ass at the house, at the cribbo. That's it.
Play Animal Crossing with me.
True. Get on here and you can see my museum full of beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Hey, John, we didn't challenge nobody, John.
It's your job, bitch.
We didn't challenge anybody. Hey, man, we've been gone for 2 weeks. I know y'all were resting safe at home thinking, yo, whew, they're out of here. We don't got to worry about them. This ass whooping we were going to get. But you know what? We're back, bitch. I smacked you with my closed fist. If you know a podcast or any sort of influencer that wants an ass whooping,
Call me now for your free whipping.
you let us know. Because 2v2s are back on. 2v2, 2v1, but we're the 2, you're the 1. Come get it.
That's right. Well, actually, there is a couple of people who accepted said challenge, but we have to get that going. I know Couples Gaming said they would.
True.
So, and if you haven't checked them out, definitely check them out. They're a lot of fun. Check them out. And then
They're a lot of fun.
Campman at Game Talk, the podcast, who also claims to be the best podcast. That remains to be seen, even though I am an avid listener, but that remains to be seen. But they've also...
That's weird because we're the best gaming podcast.
Yeah,
out
I don't
there.
know. He's speaking out of pocket when he said that, but
Huh?
yeah, he did accept the challenge.
Oh, so we got
That
2
part-
lined up? All right.
We have 2 lined up. So we have to
Let's get 'em.
Okay. So, Jesus Christ. So we do have to get those going.
No, yeah.
But
Hey,
anybody else, your mama's ass, you can get to work.
yo, mama's ass, get the work. I'm all right with that. Oh, also, we don't have coherency. Shout out to Rafa
No.
for putting up our song of the day, which was there you go, baby. Shout out to him. If you want to hear music that we play, put your ears on because that's how listening works.
What are you saying now?
I messed up my sentence and had to fix it.
You made it worse. It was much worse. That was a much worse sentence.
What I meant to say was, if you have a song that you would like for us to play or listen to, because we love music, let us know,
Yes.
and we'll play it. we'll play it for you and have a great time listening to it.
Just recommendations for the opening track, please. It constantly changes every week, so if you have one, a suggestion, let us know and we will shout you out.
Yeah,
Like,
otherwise,
Jesus Christ.
Otherwise, we
What's wrong
continue
with
to play the bops. Yes, John.
What's wrong with you, goddammit?
I don't know, man. I'm a little flustered.
You're flustered.
A lot going on.
There is a lot going on.
Hey.
Well, there actually isn't a lot going on.
Well, no. What I wanted to say was kind of just touch on our topic last week, because we did film a podcast last week. We filmed it, and it didn't go out because it sounded like the worst fucking atrocity that your ears would have ever been privy to.
Yeah.
So,
like,
go ahead. I'm listening to you.
We didn't do it the first week. I think we said that we put out a tweet or something like that, canceling the first week or something like that,
Correct.
or said it was delayed.
Yes.
Because we were trying to not do this. We didn't want to do this. I'm not a huge fan of this, especially since we have 10 episodes of literally not this.
Right. And by this, he means the audio, like the over the internet podcast.
Right, like the not being in the same room, no face cam, audio quality is a little different, just because I'm using not a regular mic.
Yeah.
And just a constant change in the way that we do podcasting. I was not for it. You weren't for it.
No.
So we were like, fuck it. We'll sit on it. And then things got worse, where we had to stay at home and everything. So we have to do this.
Right.
And then when we tried it for the first time, the Discord podcast, it just sounded like AIDS.
Yeah.
It sounded really bad. So I'm not gonna lie, it did kind of turn me off to the idea of podcasting again. I was just like this whole bullshit of, oh, we're just gonna continue having one mishap after another. Like, this is bullshit. Like, I was ready to show up at your house in a hazmat suit.
No, you're not invited here.
Invite me.
No, you got the Ronies, and I don't want you in here.
I don't.
That's not what I heard. The
I
street said.
took my gummy.
The street said. They said that you had the expired ones from 2006.
The expired ones.
So
Who gave me these?
You actually got the Ronies from the vitamins, the expired vitamins. Hey, but look, in that last podcast, that was probably the best podcast we ever filmed, not audio quality wise. So we apologize that you missed it.
Man, it was the best thing ever, and you can't hear it now. Damn.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It was top tier, most amazing.
I cried.
I cried.
Alice cried.
Yeah.
We both cried.
The mixer, the sound system cried. That's how beautiful it was.
Yeah. The mics leaked because they were crying too.
But I mean, this gives us a chance to kind of retouch and update our reviews, because we did sort of review Animal Crossing and Doom last week.
Yeah,
so,
it was like the weekend that they came out, right? They've only been out for a week, right? Or has it been 2 weeks?
They came out about a week Friday.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, it's holy shit.
Yeah, it's been.
So the game's only been out for a week, so we kind of gave our first impressions.
Mm-hmm.
I know when we filmed, we were already almost done with Doom. I was literally on the last level when we talked about it.
Right. So let's go into Doom first, because Doom has been my life for a week. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. So Doom, we've both beaten the game multiple times at this point.
I literally beat it 3 times.
Yeah, I beat it twice. I'm working on my third for the achievements. But so Doom, holy shit! It's the follow-up to the 2016 game of Doom. And it's great.
Get out of here.
In case you didn't know, this is Doom 2, technically. It is so great. If you played the first Doom, this is more of that, but faster, better, stronger. Daft Punk, that's a good song.
Yep, I thought that's what you were going. Yep.
But no, it's really good, man. The game is faster than the first. It's brutaler than the first, and it's so well done. So well done. It's great, man. I loved every second of it. Loving every second of the playthrough. Great game. Great game. That is my review.
That's your review?
I love it, man. I love the game. From the speed, from everything. Just how fucking fast the game is. It's so great.
Yeah, I know we have to retouch on this again because I know we did it last time. But it's I didn't think that Doom could get faster. but literally everything that they added, the new stuff, and like kind of tweaked everything so that everything is faster. Like you can kill faster, you do everything, and it's like a game of chess, but it very like speed run chess.
Yeah.
It's really really good, and like you know what? I'm noticing that one of the things that people don't like about Doom is the Marauder. I think that's his name.
Because he's a sack of shit and the worst. I hate
Nobody,
it. I hate it.
nobody, nobody likes the Marauder.
All right, look, listeners. If you haven't played Doom Eternal, the Marauder is one of the demons you fight. He has a fucking sword, a riot shield for all intents and purposes, and the shotgun. And not only that, he has an axe that he throws at you from when you're further away, and he has a stupid ass dog that he calls out that just chases you and fucks you up. He
Yeah.
is the worst.
Like literally, the game is like you can't hit him from up close. You can't hit him from far away. You have to have the sweet spot in the middle where he'll swing on your ass, and then maybe you'll get the chance to hit him.
It's
And it's
nasty.
like it's ugly, man. It's really ugly. Like at first, when I first played it, I kind of agreed with the people who were like bitching, this is like what the hell? Like this is stupid. Now I have to like change everything.
Yeah, I remember
But I'm
reading
like,
that. I remember reading that.
I was like, yeah, I was like, yeah. I was like NYEAH, like, yeah. But like playing over it 3 times, it is a nice change of pace. Like it's a tactical decision. It's like, yeah, you have to run around, but now you have to think about, okay, this guy literally, you have to be in a certain spot. How are you going to deal with it? It's like, yeah, like it's a natural progression. I still hate him very much, but I've learned to figure out how to deal with him specifically, so it's not that much of a pain.
No, I'm
but
with you 100%.
But like nobody likes him. Nobody likes him, and I think that's hilarious that nobody likes him.
Yeah, so he's just he's a fucking sack of shit character. I hate it, but I agree with you 100%. The change of pace, the way that when let's say you're in one of the scrimmages, you're running around fast as fuck. This motherfucker comes up. You have to change everything because you can no longer just keep moving. You have to watch him while moving. It's fun. He's a fun addition, but he's very frustrating, especially on the harder difficulties. So I understand people's gripes, but at the end of the day, just get good, loser. I got through it.
For real. Dark
That's
Souls literally, like, all of Dark Souls is a piece of shit, but everybody just tells you, hey, how about get better? How about that?
Nah, but all in all, the campaign for Doom has been a pleasure. I played it at the hardest difficulty. Not Nightmare,
Yes.
not that shit, but I played the hardest difficulty. Super great. Amazing. I have to give that, man. If we're doing numbers, are we doing numbers, John? On the fly. Say yes.
Like,
Out of 10.
yes. Oh, okay. Yes.
Okay. I would give it a 9 out of 10. 100%.
I was going to give it a 9 out of 10 too, and, like, some of it could be biased, but it's also a good fucking game. It's really good.
Yeah, it's
I love Doom so much. I can't really say I have many gripes with it, except for maybe the multiplayer, but that's like another thing.
well, I was just speaking on the campaign. The multiplayer we were going to talk
But
about.
the campaign is like 9 out of 10. Like the story wasn't all that crazy,
Yeah.
I guess. I didn't really. They did kind of dive into the backstory of Doom, like the Doom guy,
Yeah.
a little bit, but then that kind of just like they kind of just leave it there,
Yeah.
which I was kind of hoping they dived a little more into it. But other than that, like the campaign's great, the monsters you fight are great, like everything is fantastic.
Yeah. Now, the reason it was going to be a 10 out of 10, 100%, but the platforming just turned me off a little bit.
Really?
For me, first-person platforming isn't something I enjoy unless it's done right. And I'm not saying they did it wrong, but like, for example, like a Dying Light does first-person platforming different than this game. Mirror's Edge is something that does it, what I would say, right. You know, and I'm not talking about the quality of that game. But I'm just talking about the platforming and the way it works. Now, the platforming in this game extends from climbing up specific walls, So something about it just turned me off a little bit. It kind of just broke up the game, the pacing of it, because you're so fast, so fast, so fast. All of a sudden, I'm platforming, and I don't know. For me, it kind of turned me off. Now, I don't want them to take that out. Obviously, that's not what I'm saying. I just for me that just dropped it a little bit. So it's a 9 out of 10.
I actually enjoyed the platforming sections. I felt like it was a nice change of pace rather than like what else are you gonna add other than
more violence?
Like, I mean, the first Doom had platforming sections in it too, which was a little. The first Doom, 2016, platforming felt a little more annoying than this one. Like this one, I felt like it was a nice. It was just a nice way to keep the shit going. Because I remember there's like literally a level in Doom, 2016, where you have to like climb up this tower thing. And that was the most annoying fucking thing. But this one is like, oh, you can grab onto walls, you can climb up, you can wall bounce, like swing off of like these pipes. Like I don't really agree with that shit was that bad. It felt like they improved on it like substantially from the first one.
They did. I don't disagree with you. It was more so a personal preference type of ordeal.
No, your personal preference is wrong. That's what I'm saying.
I will smack you.
You're just wrong, okay? Because it's good. You're wrong. You're not good.
So the Doom multiplayer is essentially a different game within Doom. You saw how I fucking walked past you and your stupidity.
Continue, biatch.
So the Doom multiplayer. Now there's a reason why we're breaking it up separately, because it's essentially a different experience. The Doom 2016 multiplayer was, for all intents and purposes, an arena shooter, the simple team deathmatch modes, all that good stuff. Doom Eternal does not have that. It has an asymmetrical multiplayer system. It's a 2v1 where 2 people play as demons and the one plays as the Doomslayer. So
yes.
Very different. And I feel like you have to take it in a different light than you would the campaign. So,
yes.
Go ahead.
No, I was like trying to think about it, but like, no, yeah, that's a fair assessment because it's not even the same.
Right. Okay, so the multiplayer, at least in my experience, and I don't want to speak for you, but John, we played a lot of this together. We were the 2 and dicking on the 1s, and
we were dicking on the 1s.
I don't know why, but the servers, the multiplayer, like the internet, everybody fucking lags, man. I don't know what it is, but every time we play the 2v1s against random, they're just lagging, like to the point where they freeze in place and then skip and they're across the map.
Yeah.
It's very, very bad networking. I don't know why. I didn't look into it. I don't care that much, but it really detracts from the fucking game. Like it's really
just like
hard.
Remember how bad the lag, like early video games, like how bad lag was back in the day, like really, really bad. That's what it felt like. Just it was like they literally skipped across it. Like they paused, you were still moving, and then shit would just happen. Like I don't know how many times that we played, and then like some dude was paused, and then I died. It was like a Street Fighter move, when like they throw all the punches and they sit there, and then you get hit after the fact.
Akuma's
yeah,
Akuma's
that's literally what they did.
Yeah,
that's literally what they did, and it's like for a game where it's literally focused on speed
and accuracy,
and like it's literally 1 against 2, so you have to keep track of the guy, and the guy's paused in place and then disappears. Or if you're trying to keep track of 2 demons and then they pause and disappear. It's like it's the concept is great, but the execution is not all that great because the networking is ass.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really weird, especially because when I'm reading other people's reviews of it, like IGN, for example, and all those people, they don't mention that at all. So, and I started to think it was an us issue, but it's literally the only game that does that in. And our internet's not bad by any stretch of the imagination. So I don't understand why.
Yeah, I'm over it. Like, you're doing that thing. Like, is it me?
Yeah, like, did I do something?
Am I the problem?
Yeah,
what did I do?
Yeah, I don't understand what the hell. But I mean, the concept, it's a great concept. The Doomslayer is equipped to handle 2 people playing it, and the demons they're squishy enough to where you can play it fair.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you need both people. If if it's a 1v1, you're gonna lose every time against a Doomslayer. But if both of you guys, if both of the demons triangulate together and coordinate,
Right.
you can take them on. So it's good. It's a very interesting concept. At first, I was like, what the fuck is this? Because I wanted more of the Quake arena shooter style that the first Doom was going for. But,
Yeah.
but you know, ultimately, it's fine. I enjoy it for what it is. I just really hope that they either fix the network error or whatever is happening there. Because if not, I'm never gonna play it again after I get the achievements. Like that's just where I'm at with it.
Yeah, and I said it. I'm pretty sure I've said it before on this podcast, and I know I said it when the version that didn't come out was like I 100% the first Doom 2016.
Mm-hmm.
I literally got everything, all the multiplayer achievements, all the single player achievements, all the collectibles. I did all of it. I did that, and I wanted to do it this time around. But it's like I don't even know if I want to go back into the battle mode because I know how shitty the servers are.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't even know if I want to if I want to like go through that trouble. So it's like I hope it gets fixed relatively soon. Just because I did like it a lot when we played it. I enjoyed it very much so. And I kind of want to try more of the just being the Doomslayer. But it's like I don't want to have to fucking deal with the network issues and it's like, oh, I got killed on some bullshit or like, oh, all this other ass. Like, no, I don't want to do all that.
Yeah. No, 100% agree. So,
But, I
what
mean,
would you rate the multiplayer if you had to give it a number?
Like a 6 or 7.
You know what? Yeah, I agree. I'll give it a 7 because the concept is cool, and when it works, it's fun. But when they start jumping around, hell no.
Yeah, it's like the heavy points get taken off. It's like when it just doesn't work because the servers are ass. It's like that'll do it. That'll do it.
But John, Doom wasn't the only game that came out. Jonathan.
I was about to say, yeah, we were harping on Doom, but we didn't talk about Animal Crossing.
Yeah, man. Animal Crossing, which is the game we're also playing, which we forgot to say at the beginning. For you Spotify listeners, that's that music you're hearing in the background. We didn't add like a little cute song. That's the game.
Maybe we did, man. Fuck, why you keep asking questions?
Negative. Animal Crossing came out also, and it's the biggest thing since sliced bread.
You ever seen a bread slice?
Bread slices
Everybody
are pretty
love
cool, man.
Everybody loves them some bread slice.
No, Animal Crossing for the Nintendo Switch came out, and there's a lot of hype behind it, man. I was surprised because this is like the 5th or 6th Animal Crossing, depending
I don't know
if you count Pocket Camp or not. But
I count.
And for whatever reason, man, Nintendo has hit a stride with their games that is I've never seen them have before, or haven't seen since like the early Nintendo days. Because whatever they put out is just amazing, and everybody backs it.
You're gonna get an ass whooping because any Nintendo fan's gonna be telling you like they constantly put out good shit.
No, yeah, no, I get that.
It's because you don't follow it.
Hey,
you idiot.
The fuck up.
What the
fuck
This
up.
bullshit.
No, I'm not talking about quality of game. I'm not. I'm talking about support and just overall pop culture-ness of it. You know what I'm saying? Animal Crossing has been coming out for the better part of the last decade, if not more, since the GameCube era. Tell me a time an Animal Crossing game dropped where everybody was like, hey, yo, let's play Animal Crossing. None. You don't hear it. That doesn't happen. Same thing with Luigi's Mansion. They've been coming out for a long time. No way. Yes, these games have a fan base. Yes, people love these games. They're great games. That's not what I'm saying. The support wasn't where it was at right now, is all I'm saying. Luigi's Mansion 3 was the biggest Luigi's Mansion. Everybody was on that shit when that came out. It was for me, it's still the best game on the Switch. For me, it's still the best game on the Switch. Animal Crossing's coming out. You see all the memes. You see everything. All the pop culture's behind it. And it's great. And I'm with it.
Yeah, like, literally, just, like, to bring in a personal note, like, my girlfriend loves, like, games like this, where, like, Harvest Moon, Stardew Valley, she likes shit like that. She likes shit like that. So, like, I knew she was going to like Animal Crossing, and she's literally got, like, that's all she does now. That's all she does is play Animal Crossing till, like, 2 in the morning. She got her sister to get it. Her sister got her friends to get it. Like, I have never seen this happened before. There's nights where there's 8 to like double digits friends online, and what are they all playing? Animal Crossing.
Right.
It's like it's and I think this whole quarantine time is like, it's gonna sound fucked up, but it's like the perfect time to get this game because it's like
Because you can go
it
outside
has,
and talk to
yeah,
people.
like it has that much needed connection that we're missing during this time. You can go visit your friends in their island. You guys can go do stuff. You can fish together. You can help each other. Like there's like a community aspect to this game which has always been there, but because now we're more connected than ever and so disconnected now, it's just like a nice, it fits perfectly, like the perfect puzzle piece is what this is.
Yep, could not have said it better. And on top
And
of
it's
that,
and it's fun.
yeah, it's fun. It's very fun. On top of that, I also attribute the success to the Nintendo Switch itself because Nintendo, what they're doing with their console is amazing. You don't really see that what they're doing right now. So they push forward their, they have the properties that you can't get anywhere else, right? I mean, all consoles except for Xbox has that.
Alex, real quick, I'm gonna pause to talk about the game real quick. I cut down one of your trees by accident. Okay. Sorry. Continue.
We'll talk about that off air.
We'll have a
just
personal
so you
conversation.
know, I'm not happy about that. So we'll talk about it off air.
Please continue. Let's move past this.
What was it? Yeah. So Nintendo, and I'm gonna beat your ass is what I'm gonna do. Touch my trees again. So Nintendo, what they're doing with their Switch is, the Switch. Yes, there are third-party games on there, but the way the console itself is handled, it's like every Nintendo mainline release. I'm talking about the Luigi's Mansions, the Yoshis, the Animal Crossing, the main Nintendo that you'll only find on Nintendo games. Those, it's like a big celebration, a big event every time one of those comes out. It's not just another game. Within the culture of Nintendo, within the Nintendo Switch, it's a big thing. Oh, Animal Crossing's coming out. You have a Switch, you got to get it. The way they do that, I don't see Sony doing that. I don't see Xbox doing that because they don't have games. It's great, and I think that is so essential to the success of their games, just because everybody who has a Switch is essentially a big family, is how it feels. Oh, we're getting a new addition to this in our community, the Nintendo Switch community. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
It doesn't have that. Spider-Man PS4 dropped for Xbox, for PlayStation, and it wasn't the same. Yes, the games are big. Yes, they do great, but it's not the same. You don't feel like the rest of this community is picking this up and experiencing this together.
Right.
It's just another game came out. Here we go. Last of Us 2 is coming out. Yes, we all want it. We're all excited, but it doesn't feel the way it feels like when a new Nintendo exclusive comes out. And I think that's the biggest thing that Nintendo is able to accomplish with the Switch. It's a sense of community. And I don't know whether that's their marketing.
That is true.
Or whatever, because even to this day, Smash is still one of the biggest games, that makes you feel that way too. Like all of the releases have brought people together in a way that I've never really seen other companies be able to accomplish.
But because they the shit, bro.
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
And they're fun. I touched on this
kidding.
on the episode that didn't come out. Me, never in a million years would I ever pick up this type of game and play it. This isn't my main kind of game, but I love it. It's very good, very well made, very fun. John cut my fucking tree down. I'm still mad about it. I would have never been mad at that.
That was an accident.
I don't care.
I
You were an
apologize.
accident. I don't care.
You don't know that.
No, I know. But
Stop.
the game itself is great. Very well done. It's made to. It mirrors real life time. So unless you cheese it, whatever time it is in your time zone, that's what time it is in the game. Events are triggered based on whatever time, all that good stuff. It's really, really well made, and I don't think it's particularly made for you to sit here and play it forever in one day. You can't. The game locks you in time. So, for example, you build a house, you got to wait till literally the next day to play it, to get in it. You open up the game, you can't play multiplayer till the next day because it's being built. And at first, I was turned off by it just because, again, we said it last time. The culture of gaming is I want it right now. We're in the Battle Pass era. I don't want to grind for hours to get that last thing. I'll give you money right now. Give it to me. This game doesn't do that. You have to wait. Sit your ass down. Go outside. No, don't go outside. Quarantine. Go play Doom. Do something else. Come back tomorrow, and then your house will be there. And then you can continue. I think that's great.
Yeah, and like another thing about this game, most of the time, like when games come out relatively close to each other, there's like this huge, like heads butting about like, oh, like this, and that, and blah blah blah. Like from the very beginning, everybody was just like, these two games were so nice to each other. Like Doom and Animal Crossing, they were nice to each other. It's like, hope you do well. We touched on it when the news came out. Like, oh, like people from the other communities were like, I hope your game does well, and it's like, oh, I hope your game does well. Like they're sharing this day together. And at first I was like, oh shit, these two big games coming out at the same time, that's gonna be a problem. But they're so different that it works so well.
Mm-hmm.
Like it works so well. Like I can play Doom like I can play Doom all day, but then sometimes maybe I don't feel like playing Doom. Maybe I want to play something else that's a little more passive. Animal Crossing. It's the perfect contrast to a game like Doom or like playing Warzone in Call of Duty. Yeah. Where it's just like, it's not fast paced, it's not right now. I can take my time and do exactly what I want to do, you know, furnish things the way I want to furnish it. And then if I do feel like getting that boost of energy, I go back to Doom. I go back into this other thing. Like it's the perfect time. They're just perfect antonyms, and they work so well together. And I'm just having a blast with both games for different reasons.
Right.
And also, I got a stick, and it's fun when you have a stick.
But yeah, man, Animal Crossing, I also give it a 9 out of 10 if I put a number on it, for sure. And
okay, IGN.
And don't what they gave it a 9 out of 10?
They gave both games 9s.
Oh really? I didn't know that. I didn't know what they gave Animal Crossing.
Yeah, IGN.
Okay, 4 out of 5. Pitch. No, but it's really great games. Really great. Just the still the time, like just the game. The reason why it's not a 10 for me is because the game doesn't really tell you what to do, and I know how that sounds, but I mean, like not me personally, but people that I played the game with, they didn't even know you can sprint because the game didn't tell you to. Like, it doesn't hold your hand, which me personally, I don't need games to do that, but there are certain things in this game where I don't know. Like, for example, apple trees and stuff, where you plant certain things, the game doesn't tell you flat out. You have to kind of figure that out yourself. And that's for me why it wasn't a 10 out of 10, because my apple trees aren't fucking growing, and I'm pretty fucking mad about it.
Well, that's an easy solution. Stop being bitch made.
But how, John?
Bitch. No, my one gripe with this game is the multiplayer. While it is a lot of fun, I don't personally like how much it restricts you. But I get it, and I don't at the same time. Like, if you're on my island, and you give me furniture or shit, like, I can't put it down or I can't move shit the way I want to move it until you leave.
Yeah.
If I'm on your island, and I want to register and I want to use my, like, Nook mileage or whatever the fuck, I can't use that because it's registered to you. So, like, I can't access that ATM looking thing.
Yeah.
Because I'm here. It's kind of stupid. It also, like, the timing thing of, like, oh, you kind of have to wait a day, whereas, like, some people can cheat. Like, some people can cheat and, like, skip days, and I know, like, a lot of Animal Crossing purists hate that shit, but then also, like, let's say I want to play with a friend, but he just got the game, and he's like, I'm ahead of him, and I can't go to the store because it's being built, so then I just fuck around and go to, like, another person. Like, minor things like that to get around things that, like, I shouldn't have to.
Yeah.
And they're kind of, it's more like nitpicking in my case. Like, I wish I didn't have to wait a fucking day, but that's just me being nitpicky.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's little things. I'm busting your balls about the 9 out of 10 thing, but it is, like, a really, really good game. It is, like, a 4 out of 5, 9 out of 10 IGN review.
True.
Like, it is really fun. But other than that minor thing of, like, you do get very much restricted when you are playing multiplayer. It's like a minor thing at best. Just fucking leave and do your thing.
Yeah.
There was another thing.
It drains your fucking battery. Like
Oh yeah, that
motherfucker.
too.
Like
It drains the fuck out your battery.
eats it. Like I've never seen a Switch game do this. Just
Yeah.
swallow your battery whole.
It's crazy. It does it nasty style.
Yeah, but great game. If you're remotely interested in it, I recommend it 100%. Definitely pick it up.
Oh, definitely.
Especially when
Like,
you
you
got nothing
won't.
to do.
Yeah. I know the one thing everybody was pissed about was like the fact that there's only one island per Switch.
Yeah.
And it's like, who cares?
That's more so an issue if you have, like, let's say, for example, let's say this was us 3 years ago and you didn't have your own Switch. That would have been a big problem. You know what I'm saying? But if you have multiple, then no problem. But it all depends on where you're at. Obviously, not everybody wants to buy 2-3 Switches because they cost $300 each, depending on which one you get, $200 to $300. So I mean, that's money. You know, that's a lot of money. If you have 4 kids, you know, everybody wants to play.
I get it.
You're gonna spend $1,000 on just the consoles.
Like, I get it. Like, I understand the gripe of like we all have to have one Switch. It's like, why can't y'all just share the island? Why can't you just share the island
Because
with whoever?
y'all don't got my vision. Y'all don't know what I'm gonna do.
It's
with this.
like, it's so annoying seeing people on Twitter complain about this. Like, you're acting like children that don't know how to share. Just share the island.
No.
If it's that much of an issue, like, get your own Switch, but share the island. Just do that. Like, this game holds 4-player local multiplayer. Like, share the island. Stop being a jackass. That's my 2 cents.
I disagree with you, but all right, it's cool. I'm with
Well,
you.
you're wrong.
No,
How are you with me, but you're against me? What
I
the hell?
value your opinion, but it's wrong and broken.
You're wrong. Shut up.
You
You're
need to
broken.
fix it.
You're broke. Broke ass.
Wow.
As you-
Wow. I'm done with this podcast, man. I don't want to do it anymore. I quit.
I'm done with you, bitch.
Yeah, you're gonna catch fucking hands. You keep talking to me like that. I'm not playing with you.
Oh, speaking of hands, they're connected to your arms, and arms has a trial for Nintendo Online people. The whole game free for like 11 days or some shit like that.
Yeah, it's 7 when this comes
It's
out.
8. Well, yeah, 8 days now.
So you got a week.
Been a week. I told you this from like when Arms came out. I told you I wanted it, and you shut it down. You shut it down. How many times I told you I want Arms?
Once.
Liar. Liar. I told you I want to try Arms. You're like, nobody will try that shit because it's your Switch. I can't say shit. But no, now I have a Switch. Fuck you, buddy. And we played Arms.
And that
Hey,
game
man, that
sucks.
game's pretty fun.
It sucks. It's the worst fucking
Hey,
Switch
man.
game ever.
Hey, man, that game's pretty fun.
Hold on, John. Hold on. Let's before we talk about Arms, a game that came out in 2017.
What?
Arms, an Arms character, John, was announced for Smash. That's the whole reason why it's on sale.
Right.
That's the whole reason why the trial's happening. So Nintendo realized finally that the way to sell their games is to put a character in Smash. So what they're doing is they're bringing back Arms. That game came and went on the Switch. I don't care what you say, what anybody else says. No one cared about Arms except for the 8 people that are going to play in that tournament. That's it. But now that it's in Smash, and they comboed it perfectly, I might add, with the free trial, with the announcement, Arms is lit. That's the best game on the Switch right now. 10 out of 10.
Honestly, you piece of shit. Honestly, I think like it was such a great idea to do that. Like, one, I'm just surprised he wasn't a base character for Ultimate.
Yeah, instead of a trophy.
Not even a trophy.
No, he was a trophy.
Instead of a trophy.
Sweet
But
Man
like,
was a trophy.
yeah, but it's like you're gonna put like what the fuck are they called? The shadow characters,
Yeah, shadow characters, clones, whatever.
the fucking waste of space. You're gonna do multiple versions of Samus and fucking 3 versions of Link and fucking 2 versions of Pit from Kid Icarus and all that shit, but you don't want to put one of your new IPs on the fucking thing like now, like right away. It's like that's kind of like they dropped the ball on that one, but they kind of like picked it back up with this new Fighter Pass.
Yeah.
And like showing and like giving the game out for like 2 weeks for free.
Yeah, that's Pretty cool.
If you have Nintendo Online, it's like that's a good way to bring it back because like I've always wanted to play ARMS, but I just got a Switch like last year, and nobody else had ARMS, so who the fuck am I gonna play with? But now that it's free for everybody, like it's exactly what I thought it was gonna be. Like I'm having a great time with it. Like it's one of those games that I felt was a little slept on because it was actually really good.
It was 100%.
I liked it a lot.
100% slept on.
I wish Nintendo pushed it a little more because it's like it's actually really really good. The concept was great and it interests me off the bat. The fighting is fun.
Yep.
Some characters are a little cheesy. Again, it's like their moves are like super cheese. Like you can fucking destroy somebody with some bullshit. But it's neither here nor there.
No, that's definitely
But
here.
it's like it's you bitch anyway.
No,
Like
hell
the game is so much fun. Like they should have pushed it. It was like one of their launch titles or some shit like that, and they didn't push it. And it's like I'm kind of happy that they're pushing it now, and like hopefully this Smash announcement in these 2 weeks kind of give people who were even remotely thinking about it, give it a try, and hopefully we get like maybe an ARMS 2 or just more things like it because it's actually a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Like we were playing late at night, you, me, and Rafa just fighting in ARMS. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's pure fun, pure fun.
Yeah.
And it's the fighting, the mechanics. Yes, you can go into in-depth tournament and learn the frames and extra shit that people do. You don't have to do that. It's fun. It's more timing based. It's a really really great time. Really fun.
It's a fun time, yeah.
But I will say the controls are really fucking weird at first to get into.
Yeah.
Just because the camera's behind you, and the way the punch, it's just the control schemes is really weird at first. Nothing you can't handle. You know, it's not like, oh, this is unplayable. But once you get used to it, though, you understand why it is the way it is. It's just at first, you're just like, what the fuck is this?
Not only are like the regular base controls like weird, but when you start going into motion controls,
oh hell no,
it's like, what the fuck is happening right now?
Yeah, because
like you actually have to
in general. So
I always like to try motion controls. Like I'm a huge fan of motion controls and VR and shit like that. Like I've always liked that shit, but not in ARMS.
No,
not at all. Because like you have to hold that shit like you know how Plankton was controlling SpongeBob, and like the two fucking handles that are crank. So like that's how you turn. You just fucking flick your wrist one way, but then you have to throw punches. But you have to somehow lean your wrist and also throw a punch. So if your character like
it's weird. Just say it's weird.
It's weird, and it makes me like want to like revert back to like the nunchuck days where like you can throw the punch, but your moving was with the nunchuck.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was gonna be. Yeah,
that's how I thought it was, but no, I had to fucking I had to tilt my wrist and shit. I was like, what the hell is this?
You know what it sounds like? It sounds like you're fat and you don't want to move. Fat ass fat.
I'm not even. You don't even move. You just tilt your wrist.
Sounds like your wrists are fat wrist fat.
You got the fat wrist ass fat.
Right. How do you get your wrist fat? Get yourself correct, John.
How about I eat my ass? How about that?
No. But ARMS fun. ARMS fun. If you haven't played it, play it. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, if you have an online membership, definitely check it out. It's free. There's like if you're buying the online membership, just download it. It's free. If you don't like it, uninstall it.
Delete it. Yeah, that's it.
It costs you nothing.
Except time.
It's great. It's a good time. But I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else.
You think that's it? John,
Pretty
they
sure.
stole the Xbox source code, John. They stole it and sold it to the highest bidder. No, they didn't sell it. Hold on. They tried to sell it for $100 million, John.
For real. It was Dr. Evil. Dr. Evil tried to sell that shit for
Dr. Evil. Yo, all right. The news came out that somebody somebody got hacked and they stole the Xbox source code, yo. The Xbox Series X source code. All of Microsoft's secrets are out there.
No.
Except no, the fucking wasn't. My bad. Go ahead, react. I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were doing that.
God damn it. So sad.
It's okay, John. You know why?
No.
Because they didn't get shit. It came
What
out.
the-
It came out that yes, the issue is here that they did in fact get hacked and that stuff was stolen, but what they stole wasn't what they say it was. It's not the source code. It's essentially, I don't know too much about the jargon, so I'm not gonna sit here and explain to you what those big words that I read meant. But ultimately, what came out is not worth the 100 million at all. And you can use whatever it was to kind of figure out specifications of the console and stuff like that. But seeing how that information is public knowledge already, that means dick. And if you do use the stolen files to make your own, AMD can see, hey, that's our stuff. We just came out with that's not even out yet. Why do you have it? You're in trouble. Like, so, you know, it's a lose for the idiot dumbass hacker who decided to pull that move for $100 million. Ain't paying that shit.
That's kind of ugly.
Yeah, it's super ugly.
Yeah, see, because now y'all scared of the Xbox, huh? Now y'all scared.
This is obviously PlayStation 4 trying to, the PlayStation
Yeah,
people were trying
exactly.
to get bigger.
Y'all were like, oh, this brother did it. Oh, but when we super powerful, now y'all want to start getting froggy and start stealing shit. Look at that. You see that? Yeah, because you're scared. Because slow and steady wins the race, you bitch. That's why.
It's definitely Sony.
You're fucking scared.
Who else? Who else was stealing?
All y'all people, y'all bitch made people who jump ship after Xbox 360 bitch made ass bitch. Stupid bitch. How about you stay?
Yeah, we talking all this shit while playing fucking Animal Crossing.
I got all the systems. I have no honor.
And I opened up talking about how Xbox didn't have any games. Bunch of fucking hypocrites.
Which is true. But I still stay. So eat my ass.
No, I firmly believe they're the best console. That's that. Not including the Switch. The Switch isn't a console.
And if you have a problem with that, you can eat my ass too.
I'm kidding. You know what? Last generation. This generation. Power rankings, John. I'm gonna give them to you. You ready?
Okay.
And I'm gonna give you two rankings. Two. The console itself, and then I'm gonna give you games.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So console itself. The order goes Switch, Xbox, PlayStation 4. Now games.
Why Xbox over PlayStation 4 when it comes to console?
Because
you talking about power or?
I'm talking about just what I include in that, what I factor is the online services, meaning Xbox Live, what you get for the memberships, pretty much Xbox Live, the console itself, the power, and just the overall feel of the dashboard, all of it, everything that the Xbox is, the actual Xbox itself, not without the games. I believe that the Xbox Live service is leagues better than PSN. I don't give a shit what you say. It's way better, and that's that. The reason why the Switch won though is because the console itself, you cannot beat the whole docking, undocking, pick up and play. You can't beat that. It still blows my mind to just say, especially because we're older, so we came from the days where the Game Boy, the Game Boy Color was the thing that was mobile, then go to the DS, and we've seen how mobile consoles have advanced literally from almost the beginning. I think we missed like the first Game Boy, and to see what you can do now, have a full-fledged console in your fucking hand. You can't beat that. You can't beat that. I can play Smash Brothers on the go on my console, put on a TV, beat your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like there's that number one for sure. Now when it comes to games though, I have to say it's Nintendo, PlayStation, and then Xbox. Because Xbox didn't have.
You still think Nintendo has better games than PlayStation?
Yeah, and this generation, yes, so far. Because while God of War is like one of my favorite games of all time, of all time, the new God of War was amazing. I loved it. Yes, they had PlayStation 4. Yes, they had Spider-Man, but this generation had the Smash Bros. Ultimate, had Luigi's Mansion, Animal Crossing. What else did Breath of the fucking Wild? Like, you can't. Nintendo had nothing but heat all over this console, and I'm not even talking about the re-releases like the Mario Karts, and all the other stuff, the Donkey Kong Tropical Freezes and shit. I'm not even including those. just base games that came out this year, I think Nintendo has it 100% over Sony. Sony, what did they have this year that didn't come out on PS3? Last of Us doesn't count so far because that was a PS3 game. They had Uncharted 4. They had God of War. They had, and I know they had, both consoles have way more games than this, but I'm talking about the big ones. They had God of War, Spider-Man.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
That's
I
on
think.
Xbox now.
Well, now it is,
So-
but well, I guess it doesn't count now.
Yeah, just like I wouldn't count, let's say like Tomb Raider. I wouldn't count that for Xbox because it ended up coming out.
Oh, true.
Everywhere else.
What the hell? What was that? That game that flopped? It was like that motorcycle zombie game.
Oh yeah, that I forgot the name of that game. I was gonna say Drive Club, but that's definitely not it.
Yep,
But,
Drive Club.
But yeah, ultimately I think Nintendo won in games and the console. They own this generation. And I'm not talking sales. I'm not talking about none of that. But I'm talking about overall
Just talking quality-wise.
quality. Yep, I think Nintendo won, which is crazy because they were behind in the last 2 generations. Easy.
I was gonna say, would you count Smash into that? But yeah, that's still close enough in there, like that gap-wise, where it's totally fine.
What do you mean? No, Smash is a Switch. What are you talking about?
No, I'm saying like, because some of the games, like now Nintendo's doing great. You know what I'm saying? When the Switch first came out, there wasn't much there to justify getting it other than Breath of the Wild and Odyssey.
Wait, hold on. I might have shot myself in the foot because I said games that didn't come out anywhere else, but Breath of the Wild came out on the Wii U.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild they also made a Wii U port.
Okay, well, even
But it
without that,
wasn't- that's a little different though, because they made it for the Switch and then they made a port for the Wii U. Last of Us was a PS3 game that they ported to PS4. That's different.
But then I went out and said that I don't count Tomb Raider. Well,
But
whatever.
Tomb Raider's just multi-platform exclusive. I mean, it's just multi-platform game where, you know what I'm saying?
I get you.
I see what you're saying, but no, you're fine.
Okay, cool. So I say Nintendo.
Like, someone could argue that no, but Breath of the Wild was made for the Switch, but they also ported it to the Wii U because it was like during that period where the Switch still wasn't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it was made for the Switch. Like, it's still a Switch game.
Okay, fair.
It's not like Mario Kart, which they literally ported it from the Wii U,
Right.
but then they tweaked it a little bit. Because then that's in the same vein as Last of Us.
Okay, got it. Okay, so my Switch stance.
Right. I don't know. Like, console-wise, I think, yeah, Nintendo has it, especially now more than ever. But I think, like, early on, like, when Spider-Man and God of War came out, like, if we're just talking that time, PS4 had it made with their single-player titles. Now we're kind of seeing the shift that Nintendo's on the up and up with all this stuff, like with these newer releases of Animal Crossing and Luigi's Mansion and shit.
Yeah.
Now they're on like they have the upper hand. Plus, like all the indie titles that keep coming out for it, it just feels better on the Switch than any other console. Like that, just hands down.
100%.
But I think it's like very close second between Nintendo and PS4. Yeah. I do play Xbox, but I know where we lack.
Mm-hmm,
like, yes, we don't have the exclusives that make people come to us. Like, I get it, but I think, like you mentioned before, I still love the interface of an Xbox. I still love the party features of an Xbox. I love the subscription services and what they come with on the Xbox. Like Game Pass shits on any other subscription service. I don't give a fuck what you say.
Right.
They literally throw their exclusives on there. They have 100 other games that are just on there. Plus, if you get the Ultimate Edition, you get like I think they might add DLC to it.
Yeah.
Plus, it's also bundled with Gold, and you get the PC version of it for $15. Like, eat my ass, dude. Like, it's the best thing.
100%.
Price point, like, no, it's still pretty good. No, like. If for more bang for your buck, I guess like Nintendo Online, just because like it's $20 for the year.
Yeah.
But even then, that only comes with certain things. Like, only now am I reaping the benefits other than playing online with ARMS.
Yeah.
Whereas like Game Pass is literally like reaping the benefits always.
Right.
But it's like,
dude,
I am
go ahead.
Go ahead.
Scared for everybody else when Nintendo figures out online. Because they're still new to it.
Yeah.
They're still new to it. For whatever reason, they decided to wait till this generation to start trying shit. But they're coming. And when they do, I feel really bad, especially if Microsoft. Granted, they're friends, Nintendo and Microsoft. But if they don't come correct and these guys come up with something half as good as Xbox Live, I
was talking to Nathan about that. I'm kind of glad you brought up the fact that Microsoft and them are, you bastard child. For audio listeners, this man fucking swatted me while I'm fishing, and he scared the fish away. You little shit. You're the worst kind of person. Anyway, so I'm glad you mentioned that Xbox and Nintendo being buddies, because I think you were in the conversation when we said this, but I was like, I'm hoping that this mutual this friendship that Microsoft and Nintendo's having kind of leads to new IPs that benefit them both. Or
hold on. I wasn't in this conversation. I started this conversation.
Are you sure?
Yes, because we were watching the Nintendo Direct, and I said I really like that I saw Xbox Game Studios dropping the game on there, which is the Minecraft thing. And I like that their friendship is their partnership is doing that, because seeing an Xbox Game Studio game and not an Xbox, bitch.
No, but what I said was this, and you shut up. What I said was this. So I was saying, what I was trying to say was that I like that, but I'm hoping that it leads to them either making new IPs for each other, kind of like Nintendo did with Ubisoft, where they kind of lend their property over to them, or Microsoft lending a property to Nintendo, where we can see maybe a third, an actual Banjo 3, or another Donkey Kong game like Donkey Kong 64, or even just a remaster of Donkey Kong 64.
Right.
And I think that's when you brought up, if you brought Rare Replay over to Nintendo, it would fucking kill.
That was Nathan.
That was Nathan?
Yeah, he said it, Rare Replay. And I said, yeah, I would buy that again, because that's the perfect Switch console.
I think I would play it a little more on the Rare Replay.
Hell yeah, dude. Conker's Bad Fur Day on the Switch? Play with me.
And it's like, I would love another Conker game.
Conker, shit. I want one so bad.
I want another, Conker was done so dirty by Microsoft, so dirty. So dirty. Why is that your mascot for your stupid ass fucking
failed project? What the fuck was
AR bullshit, and then Project Spark? Why?
Spark, yeah.
Why do you keep doing this to him? Oh, and then Live and Reloaded. Why are you doing this to him? Why? And then Banjo too. No, Microsoft, give it back.
No, give Rare to Nintendo.
Give Rare back.
You got Rare doing fucking Sea of Thieves. Yo, give that bullshit back.
Yeah, apparently it's good or whatever, but no, it's not. Bro.
Rare was dropping heat on Nintendo. They had the Golden Eye. They had fucking Perfect Dark and shit. And the second they got
and then when you took him, Perfect Dark Zero was ass.
Right, and then
Nuts and Bolts is ass.
And then all of a sudden you just want them to drop Rare Replay. Hey, remember these games we had on Nintendo?
Remember how cool these were?
Right.
And then fucking you turn Conker into this fucking cute asshole. When he literally, the first we saw him was drunk out of his mind.
That wasn't the first time we saw him.
Oh well, no, Diddy Kong Racing, but I mean his just him being by himself.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah, man, fix that shit.
Fix it.
But I think that's.
But yeah, I do.
Oh,
I do hope that they're. No, it was a final closing statement. Was just I do hope that in the near future we do see either these mascots that they share, or because of Rare, they give them Rare to work on these things, because them shits would kill, and especially the whole remasters of Spyro and Crash Bandicoot. It'd be nice to see them remaster Donkey Kong 64 or Conker's Bad Fur Day in that same vein.
Crash Bandicoot was Naughty Dog, right?
Crash Bandicoot was Naughty Dog.
Okay, so if that was Naughty Dog, and Naughty Dog did Jak and Daxter.
What's happening right now?
Why don't we have a remaster to Jak and Daxter? That's what I'm going for. I want Jak and Daxter back.
Is that what you want?
Yeah, just Jack 2.
That's what you're doing?
Jack 2 is one of the best games ever made.
Which one was the one where he turned into a werewolf? Was that Jack 2? Or like he turned into like a
Jack
evil
2,
thing?
yeah.
That's cool.
Jack 3 was the desert one.
Yeah.
And then
And
Jack
Jack
Racing,
X.
yeah, Jack Racing X or whatever the fuck was Mario Kart. But Jack.
And then they gave Daxter pants, and I was like, what the fuck? They gave him pants?
They did.
I remember being a child and being confused as to why Daxter was wearing pants.
Because he had a dinky, John. You can't just have your dinky out.
I mean, he ain't had no dinghy. He was
Didn't I
fine.
just get this fish? But, oh, John,
Anyway.
what if they do this? What if they do this, right? A Nintendo Direct comes out, not in the next one, but like later on, maybe like Fighter 3 in the Fighter Pass. And
Mhm.
all of a sudden, Conker pops up. And he's in Smash. And then followed up by Conker's Bad Week. What you think about that?
Bad.
Bad for a week.
Conquer's bad week.
Conker's Bad for a week.
I'm so glad you're not in charge of that shit, because goddamn, that's nasty.
The name is bad, but listen to the concept.
Conquer's hairy weekend.
Like, tell me that wouldn't, that wouldn't be heat
That'd be cool.
right now. Especially because that game is very,
It'd be-
it's
you know
it's a
what'd be
parody.
cool?
So, it could parody
Oh,
all
wait.
the new movies,
Oh, wait.
all the political stuff,
Shut your goddamn
the
mouth.
coronavirus.
Shut your mouth, bitch. Listen to me. This is going to be my pseudo pitch of the week.
I just pitched it a week. You going to jump on it? Whatever. John.
Nah. Well, yes. Yes, I am. What if this new fighter pass, right? They start doing literally what you're saying. Like literally all of the fighters are classic characters, and then they like either show off remasters or like bring back the other ones, kind of like ARMS. But it's like that's the entire fighter pass. So like I do agree with you, yeah. Like Conquer, but I can't do Donkey Kong because Donkey Kong's already in there.
No, you could bring out fucking any of the other ones. Lanky.
True.
King K. Rool's already in
Dude,
it.
Lanky Kong?
Yeah, he'll play just like ARMS. He'll be a fucking clone character for the ARMS guy.
Or who's the heavy? Like what the fuck's his name?
Chunky Kong.
Chunky Kong. Dude. And then like his regular B or his down B is he like picks up a boulder,
Yep.
and he chucks it at you. Come on, bro.
Come on, do it. Bring
it,
Donkey
bitch.
Kong 64 back.
Donkey Kong
Y'all
64.
teased it with fucking King K. Rool in there, and then his final smash is blowing up the fucking island.
Well, Donkey Kong Country. Well, yeah.
No, that was the island
Donkey
from
Kong
64.
Country. Yeah, but isn't that just his island in general?
No, that island head was from 64.
But you know what? Also, his ship was from 64 too.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. This fighter pass doing that. That'd be cool.
Yeah, do it right now. Stop wasting
Do
time.
it. That be a bitch.
Wait,
But
why
I think
would I eat
that's-
10 turnips? Okay.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know. I was reading.
And on that note, I think we're good.
Yeah.
I think we're good. The minute you start mentioning turnips, I think we're
Who
fine.
just eat raw turnips like that? Just 10 of them.
Please sign off.
All right, thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Play-In Pod. Hey, we're back. That was episode 12, I think. 11?
No, it's episode 11.
Jesus. We filmed this one so many times. I don't know what number we're on.
Because we filmed 10. We filmed 11 like twice.
Okay, well, that was episode 11D2. Thank you so much for listening. Make sure to share it. Make sure to all that good stuff. Comment, tweet at us at GeekJar3000 on everything except Facebook
Yes.
and Zoom, that video chat platform that
Okay.
we work from home with.
Okay.
We're not on that. Or LinkedIn.
Please continue the saying bye. Bye.
Bye. I'm Alex.
I'm Sean.
And that was the Play-In Pod with Alex and John. And we'll see you guys next week. Whether it's like this or back to normal at all, we shall see when we
But,
will
yeah, we
be
wanna-
free.
What is wrong with you, dude? Anyway.
Cabin fever.
Yeah, but I do want to continue these. Like, I do want to have the ball rolling again. Whatever we have to do, like, let's do it. But
Yeah.
yeah, fuck it.
No more excuses, and I'm gonna beat your ass for cutting down my tree. I ain't forget.
Excuses,
I ain't forget.
bitch. Wait, who am I saying that to?
Me? No, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. Beat your ass.
Oh,
You cut my tree down.
bitch. Oh wait, I'm sorry.
You gonna be? All right, y'all.
All right,
We'll see
say
you guys
bye.
next week. Bye.
Bye.